Hi Gemini, this is your general tarot reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon and Ascendant or Rising sign for the month of June. For the birthday month of June, for Gemini season. If it's your birthday, I have to sing it. You know I have to do it. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Gemini, happy birthday to you, woo! Happy birthday Gemini. I hope you're having a great time. For those of you who are having your birthday in June, I really do hope, oh, a bunch of cards just came out here. Hold on, we'll go with this one first. It's the Seven of Swords, okay. So what else is here for your birthday cards? The Queen of Swords. The Eight of Wands. This card came out, the Devil. Okay, the King of Wands, followed by the Seven of Pentacles. So I'll keep pulling more cards, and in the meantime, I'm going to talk to you and tell you what the energies are for your birthday month. Well, here's what we know. The sun, the big glorious sun, is shining down on you this month, so you're feeling energized and good about yourself. And you look great. People are admiring you, complimenting you. And really, just the spotlight is on you. As two cards come out here, the Moon. Okay, and that was followed by the Six of Wands. So the spotlight it's all about you, Gemini, and so it should be. So it should be. And it's a great time too for everybody. Gemini season promises, you know, a bit of fun and lightheartedness, a bit of play, and just out there mixing and mingling with people, all the things that you like to do, and loving every bit of it. The Two of Pentacles came out there, just waiting on three more cards, Gemini. Now, Mercury, your ruler, of course, then is also in Gemini. So, I mean, you're just on top of the world this month. It's just your thing. You're able now, if you have any projects that you're doing, or if you want to talk to anybody about something that you've been waiting a while to talk to them about, this is the time to do it. You've got your mojo. You can talk yourself in or out of anything, and you can sell anything to anybody. So, like I said, if you're working on projects, either creative projects or anything that you want to see push forward in your life, this is the time. Look what came out for your birthday. The Gemini birthday card. The Lovers. It's your card, baby. And that was followed by the Empress. Waiting on one more card. So I'll keep talking here about the energies. Something that you might be conscious of too is that there is that big Sagittarian full moon as we leave May and enter June. And what might happen here is that you're receiving a lot of attention, and rightly so, but people close to you, your partner, your lover, your very close friends might be feeling a little lost or a little unloved or uncared for. So amid all the partying and everything that's happening, don't forget to give them just a little bit of time and a little bit of, I don't know, just a little bit of your gorgeous sunshine glow that's happening this month, so they don't feel very left out. The last card that came out was the Five of Wands. The other thing too, your partner or somebody very, very close to you might be feeling very vulnerable right now, and you will have to spend a bit of effort trying to bring their mood up a bit, trying to elevate them. And you're exactly the right person to do that now this month, because you are just sparkly, shiny and full of energy. So it's a good thing. For those of you who are in a business relationship, the same things apply. Your partner might be feeling that they're not maybe doing so well, or they just need a bit of attention basically. And it might be your job to talk to them, see what's going on and iron it out. I mean, telling a Gemini to talk something through, I mean, that's ridiculous, because that's what you do best. Talk it through, get the feelings and emotions out there with somebody who might be going under or feeling a little bit of pressure or difficulties. Iron it out with them, talk it through with them. Yes, for sure, sometimes when this happens, your relationships could come under a lot of scrutiny, and you may have to communicate a little bit better so that you avoid any big battles or big wars, because you don't need this in your birthday season. You don't need somebody raining on your Gemini parade, you know. What else is happening there? Venus in Cancer in the second house. Money is just coming easy to you this month. If there's anything that you're doing, particularly in the home, if you're buying a home, definitely it's a good month to do that, or selling a home, or if you are trying to just upgrade your house a little bit, spruce it up, or do something nice, it's a good time to do that. Hopefully, you know, some of your birthday presents might include some things that are nice for your home too, you know. And Venus in the home, it might be a work of art, an objet d'art that you really enjoy, and you put it pride of place somewhere in your home and you like it. Mars is in Aquarius, okay, so this is something we need to talk about. This is in your 9th house of expansion, higher education, broadening your mind, traveling far out there to really learn a bunch of stuff, learn more about the world in general, and learn more about the possibilities of where you can go next, what your new horizons are going to be. So Mars has this situation happening where it's going retrograde at the end of the month there on the 26th. And what might happen, Gemini, is that for those of you who are interested in publishing or law or long distance travel, going on a journey, a far journey, it might be your dream to do that. And you might find that this month it feels a bit like your dream is slipping away. You're like, oh, I wanted to write that book, I wanted to make and create this blog, I wanted to travel, and now there's just too much going on, and it just seems like my dream is leaving me. Well, it's not. It's not. It just means that Mars is going back a little bit to kind of get you to think things through a bit more, to revise them. If you're writing something, public speaking, sharing some great big grand ideas you have with people in general, then Mars is saying, okay, the dream is still there, but I need you to step back a little bit. And you'll be like, oh no, but I'm so close, I'm so close. And Mars knows what it's doing. It needs this time for you to relax, take your energy out of 9th house stuff, like I said, law, legal matters, traveling, and higher education, publishing, things like that. So don't fear it, you're not losing it. So don't worry about that. It's just a temporary moment where you have to double back on yourself, Gemini, in order for you to make it perfect and have all the plans and details about this perfect. What else there is going on? Yeah, Neptune is retrograding in your 10th house. If you're connecting some of the things I previously said, your education, law, publishing, writing something, public speaking, religion also, if you're connecting that with your career in some way, you might really feel a double whammy here. You might feel that something is being pulled back, and you might have a moment where you go, oh, my future plans, they were just all a dream, they were all an illusion. I can't grab onto them anymore. It's a bit like trying to catch smoke. But don't panic again. This is only a thing to help you sift through the details, so when you finally come out and do your 9th house stuff, traveling, law, or even something religious, or going through the legal process for something, publishing, then you'll have it all perfect by the end of this. So it is a good month. And again, before I look down at the cards, Mercury, your ruler in Cancer in the 2nd house, yeah, that is just a great time for you to communicate and make money through meeting and greeting people, through getting your ideas out there and seeing how much money it's worth. You know, you have these big ideas for the future, big plans perhaps with your career and all the things I previously mentioned, and now you're taking a few steps back and doing some groundwork, talking to a few people about, how do I do this fiscally? How do I if I have these big dreams, do I need to pay tax? Do I need to make money this way? How do people pay me? How much money is possible? And so on like that. So they're all things you'll be talking about to hopefully professional people, not just a bunch of people who have an opinion. The new moon, of course, in Gemini. This is a moment, Gemini, where you feel that your life is starting over. You're starting again. And all things look good and feel good. And you're wiping the dust of the last year off your feet and your hands. And you're saying, thanks very much, but it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, and I feel good. Sorry for even attempting to sing that, but that's what it feels like. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, and Gemini is feeling good. I love it, I love it, I love it. So then the full moon at the end of the month, in Capricorn. So you kind of end the month taking some things a bit more seriously, taking your intimacy issues a bit more seriously. Maybe some of the things that you talk about, for those of you in relationship, your partner might bring up the subject that they might need to feel closer to you, more connected to you on a deeper level, because you have been out partying and enjoying all the fun. So at the end of the month, you'll make a better commitment to your intimate relationships, and also 8th house is to do with long-term finances and money. You'll be taking that far more seriously too. You will really say, no, I can't just go out on a whim anymore. I need my future financial situation to be rock solid. So they're things that we'll end the month with. And one last thing, some of you might feel at the start of the month a little bit shy or nervous about getting out there into your beautiful spotlight, because some of you might have hidden behind your partner or your close friends, or even, even your pet, or a musical instrument, or some trade or skill that you have. When people usually invited you out to a party, you'd seldom go just alone. You'd bring somebody with you, or you'd bring a skill with you to make it a talking point at the party, or a musical instrument, or your pet or something. Well, this month is going to be a little bit of a challenge, Gemini, because it's going to be a time where you should step out alone and feel confident about doing that you are good enough as you are. Not only are you good enough, but you're the best thing out there right now. So feel confident and secure about you being able to step out there without bringing something else with you, even if it's a skill or a talent. It's okay just to be you and to be loved and adored just for that, okay? So now, at this moment, you should be seeing the overview. Make it happen there. Because Gemini, the magician, the month of magic, I would like to imagine that it happens like magic. It doesn't really. I wish it did. Anyway, let's begin with the cards, Gemini. The 7 of Wands right beside the the 7 of Swords right beside the Queen of Swords. And what energy do we have going on here? Yeah, we spoke about at the start of the month. A couple of things will be happening. First, in your relationships, you might feel that, hey, look, this is my birthday. My partner or somebody very close to me is on a bit of a downer at the moment. I know I should help them, or I should try to make them feel better, but at the same time, it's my birthday. I mean, they should respect that, and they should just let me have my moment to shine. But now here I am, and I have to kind of mollycoddle them, and comfort them when I shouldn't really feel I have to do that, but you do. And there's a moment where you're taking a few steps away. You're taking steps back from somebody who might be giving you the cold shoulder, okay? And it could be your partner, it could be somebody very close to you. And like I said, you're saying, oh, for God's sake, this is my birthday. Please don't do this to me. Not now, not now. I can't cope. I don't deserve this. And that's true, you don't deserve it. On the other side of things, this is you double backing on your plans and your schemes and the things that you have put into place in order to get to a certain point. And Mars retrograde will certainly be doing that. It's saying you've gone so far and now you have to pick up your weapons and turn around. You know, if you're arguing with somebody also during this period, Gemini, there will be a moment where you think you have it figured out. I know how to handle these people. And you work towards figuring them out and ushering them, you know, in a certain direction. And then suddenly you have a moment where you go, oh man, I have to go back to the beginning now. They didn't react the way I thought they would react. So now I have to go back and make a new plan. But, you know, he's turning his back on the Queen of Swords here. And the Queen, I mean, she has a crown, she has a sword, she's certainly noble and she's certainly a ruler. But look what she's ruling over, a barren landscape. And she's cold and cold-hearted and very cutting. And life has made her that way. Life has made her that way. And there will be a moment where you want to turn your back a little bit and take your energy, effort and focus away from people who are a bit too cutting and hurtful, especially with their words, a bit too sharp for your liking. And you're saying, no, I can't cope with them. Not right now, not in June, no. And there is also the energy here where you are going through this big transformation. This is an air card, an air element. It's also Aquarius, 11th house stuff. Look, Mars again, this really is Mars going retrograde in Aquarius. This is an Aquarius card. And what it's going to be doing for you is everything I spoke about. It's going to be getting you to double back on your plans a little bit so that you are able to proceed in the future in a better way, in a way that's not so restrictive, in a way that doesn't end up being fruitless, barren, without any heart. Because this is why you're doing the stuff you're doing, Gemini. You have future plans because you want it to mean something to you. And this is why all this energy is happening, where you have to double back, because it's saying, stop taking it too seriously, stop being so hard-minded about it. The point of what you were trying to bring into the future was that it was softer, that it was gentler, that it was in touch with something deeper. Haven't we spoken about this, Gemini? That you've regained your buried treasure in May, and now you want to bring that out in the new projects that you're doing. So it can't be all mind stuff, it can't be all cleverness, it can't be all logical. It now has to involve the illogical. And you recognize this. I mean, again, we've spoken about this last month, the illogical puzzle, and trying to solve that so your future has more meaning and the things you're bringing into the future have more meaning. So after this moment of realization that you're not losing your dream, that it is only a question of going back and seeing where you have put too much logic in it and not enough heart in it, or feeling or depth in it. And once you realize that, you'll be able to get wind in your sails again, and you'll be able to move forward swiftly and boldly. This is a period of high activity too. There'll be lots of emails, toing and froing, meetings, exchanges of documents, some of you maybe even legal documents. There'll be a lot of that going on, and it'll be bam, 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 to fro, emails, calls. And it's just the energy of being full steam ahead in that way. So again, while you're doubling back and reshaping your plans, you're still kept busy. But creatively, it's great to step back. But with your documents and with your correspondences and so on, keep it moving, keep it going. I don't need to tell you that. You have it in the bag. But I want to say something too. You're throwing a lot of energy at something too, outside of the plans that you have for your career and your future. You're throwing a lot of energy towards this guy, the devil. Now Saturn is him, and Saturn is in your 8th house of intimacy and of depth. Remember the underworld, going deep down and reclaiming your real power from the other side, uniting with the deeper part of yourself and trusting it. And you're putting a lot of work, time and energy and effort into doing that. You're slaying a lot of demons this month, Gemini. You're probably saying, yeah, but why do I have to do it on my birthday month? I'm sorry that you do, but it seems that a few things have come up for you this month that you have to throw a lot of energy into conquering them and getting over them. I think that some of you might be dealing with a person who is maybe a little bit obsessive, who might have a few problems, possibly even addictions. And they are probably not the best people for you right now to have in your life, but yet you seem to be throwing a lot of energy into them. Are you choosing a relationship or a partnership that is very unhealthy? Now I know, look, with Uranus that went into Taurus, there in the 12th house of submerging, becoming lost and surrendering, there will be a great attraction for you, Gemini, to associate with lovers and people who are what you'd say the wrong kind, the ones that come from the wrong side of the tracks, possibly even criminal. And you're interested in them because they're so different to you, and they're bad boys, they're bad girls, and you want to explore how they operate, and you want to in some way learn by them, because you're great mimics. You learn by seeing, you watch and observe. Didn't we say this before, Gemini? If you watch something or somebody, you can enter into their psychology and their deepest mind, and you can emulate them. You can, it's almost like choreography. You can copy them very, very well, and then sit with it for a while and see how you feel about this dark energy that they might be bringing forward, or dangerous energy. It might be very invigorating, it might be fun, but nonetheless it's dark for you. And you're putting energy into meeting these kinds of people now. And just be careful when you're doing that, please, Gemini. There are people out there that are very wronged by society, that have been misjudged, that haven't been given the right breaks in life, sure, and they're really good-hearted underneath, but they're only acting out because of the way life treated them. Fine, that's fine, they exist, lots of people exist like that, sadly. But then there are other people who really are bad apples, and I don't know, I can't tell you not to do this. I mean, if this is part of your learning curve, then go for it. But if there is somebody that's obsessive, demanding, they test you all the time, and they make you nervous. You have a bit of fear of them. And just, I'll say to you, don't mistake fear, thrill, and excitement for something else. Or should I say, don't, I'm saying it back to front now. Well, you see, I'm holding the card of the Master of Illusion and Lies. It's no doubt that somebody will be coming to you with illusion and lies, and maybe not fall for it, not try to see them as, somebody who's really, really good underneath. Sometimes they really are as dangerous as they seem. And it's just a word of caution. Just be sure that you know what you're doing if you're entering a relationship with somebody who can be quite dark. And I'll say the reason why I'm going on a lot about that, Gemini, is because you have Neptune going retrograde in the 10th house, and you also have Uranus there in the 12th house. And you could be feeling that you're able to tap in to something deeper now. Didn't we say that your psychic doors have now just been blown open, and you're able to see things now that were pretty much not there before? You couldn't see them before, now you can. And I've said this to you before, Gemini, that your first instinct when you see something that confuses you or intrigues you or that you're curious about is to dive right in and see how it fits, see how the energy fits with you. I'm just telling you now to be cautious with that, because drawing in the wrong energy just to see how the 12th house and tuning into their energy might fit, you could be attracting weirdos, narcissists, dangerous people. So that's my heads up there. And be particularly careful when you're out celebrating your birthday, because you are shining right now in your birthday season, and you'll be very attractive to people who might want to take advantage of that. So make sure you always have your friends around you. It's not a danger thing. I don't want you to be afraid. This is your birthday month. Oh my God, I'm not going to put fear into this for you. But I'm just saying, keep your wits about you and don't be so naive into feeling that now you've this new toy of being able to tune in to deeper energies. You still have to have boundaries with this. 12th house has no boundaries. So part of your job is now to make boundaries. And that's key. I want to say this too. 12th house has no boundaries. And what you'll have found mid-May is that somebody entered your life, or a situation came into your life that showed a complete lack of boundary. They had no boundaries, and you felt psychically drained by them, perhaps. Or something happened where you either feared them or were a little bit thrilled by them, but something was a little bit dangerous about them. And remember, the whole purpose of this journey through the 12th house with Uranus is to recognize that there must be boundaries with these great psychic flashes. Not everybody should be welcome. Not everybody should be welcome into your deep, psychic, beautiful world now. Don't let them swim in your psychic pool. King of Wands here, he is somebody who is totally in charge of his life. He's out looking in his future. He's feeling good. He's quite psychic also. He's the counterpart to the Queen of Wands, who's the psychic queen. But he is the full embodiment of now feeling energized by these new depths that he can explore and feeling more alive in yourself. Well, of course, I mean, the new moon is happening in Gemini this month, and you're going to feel it. You're going to feel transformed and transmuted into something better. So you're going to feel that gorgeous energy. And he's sitting beside this card, the card of investments. And he has his back turned to it a little bit. So there might be a moment where you're saying, I've been working damn hard. I've been keeping my mind on the money and watching the seeds that I've planted grow. And I'm doing all right. I've got it under control, you know? So because I've got it under control, I can take my mind out of it a little bit and party a little bit and just relax a bit more. Not to be so stressed about money, and is it growing, and am I doing the right thing, and will I have financial security? Don't worry about it. Just relax for your birthday month. It'll be fine. You can always, and you certainly will, return to giving your full attention to your finances. And yet here's the moon now. Yeah, the full moon with partners there, and then intimacy at the end of the month. There are weird situations. I think this really does cover what I said there about the Devil card. There might be weird people, weird situations, or weird images that are flashing into your mind, psychic images, things that you're probably not prepared for, dreams, unusual situations and circumstances, synchronicities happening, deja vu, and so on like that. And they might be making you feel a little bit stressed this month, actually. As I can see it here, you're trying to relax and have fun there with the King of Wands and feel like you're the embodiment of fun, joy and pleasure and humor this month for your birthday. And you're trying to take your mind out of your finances too. But you're trying to do both of those, yet the thing that's biggest here is a little bit of fear and worry. You know, my love, you've two cards here of fear and worry. I'll say this, if you have a partner that's causing you great fear or concern, fix it. And then after you kind of fix it, stand back and see if this is somebody that you actually really want in your life. Because they could be bringing more problems than they're worth. Okay? And they could be making you feel doubtful and insecure about yourself. This is a month for all signs where there will be moments of doubt and insecurity. For you, it seems to be showing up in your relationships. I think for those in a relationship, your partner might behave in a very unexpected way, unpredictable way that makes you fear for your future together a little bit, where they might be too controlling, they might want it their way or no way. And you might even feel that there's subtle manipulation going on there. And the only way to get back to them, like they'll give you the cold shoulder and they might be a bit in a mood with you, but maybe through sex or through seeing things their way, then that will make it okay. And you might see a pattern there, that there's a subtle manipulation perhaps through intimacy. And if it's a business relationship or somebody that a very close friend or somebody that you're working one-on-one with, you might have to really address this in June, Gemini, that they might be behaving like the devil incarnate, and you may have to make boundaries on that shit. Boundaries, 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 okay? Because here you are weighing things up. Financially, you're weighing things up. You know that the money is going up and down a little bit in June, and you're doing your best to try to keep it afloat, and you're doing fine. So don't panic about that. You might even be presented with another opportunity to make money. So you could find yourself juggling between two paths, where you're saying, do I choose this? Do I choose that? I can make a bit of money here and a bit of money there. And certainly with the new moon in Gemini there, you could find that doors of opportunity are opening now for you to make money. And you're saying, can I juggle this? Can I make this happen? If I choose all of these new avenues, will it actually take attention away from the bigger thing that I'm trying to do with my life? And they're the big questions. Can you balance everything? Certainly in your relationship, can you bring it to a state of balance? Because if you can't, my love, you may have to really seriously reconsider certain relationships. And I'm saying relationships doesn't always have to be a lover. But here is the card of the Lover's. So I'm double backing now. I think it is a lover. You're really trying to balance their behavior. You're trying to make everything all okay. You sense that something's not right, and you keep getting these dreams, these niggling feelings, these doubts, and you're trying to say, stop, stop, stop. If I think straight, I can figure it out. But the little niggling doubts are still coming through. And I think that for some of you Geminis, there could be an opportunity this month for you to find somebody who suits you a little bit better. The choice that you have this month could be between leaving an old love behind and starting with a new love. You know, you're being noticed this month, and somebody might make a real, run towards you, declaring their love for you or showing interest in you. And you have to balance up this month who to choose, what to choose. It's choices, choices, choices. But I don't worry so much with you, Gemini, when there's a lot of choices, because you're good at, balancing things up and weighing up your options, and you can spot new doors opening. So it's not an unusual type of thing or energy to be happening for you. But when it comes to your love, I don't know, something is not going right this month, and you have to figure this out. We have the Empress, a very Venusian card. Some might even say Venus and Taurus card. You have, whereas Venus is in Leo this month, so that's a good opportunity there. But This is more like, Venus, you, the embodiment of love, standing right beside conflicts, battles, harmony versus battle, security versus insecurity, stability versus everything being thrown up in the air. Feeling that you had secured your position in your love life too, or in your career, feeling that you owned it, and then at the end of the month feeling that we got this. Did we get this last month? So it's an energy that's still coming in to June for you, where you feel very strong competition, love, rivalry, or somebody who loves what you're doing. They love something about you and they want it. And I don't know why, but I get the feeling that somebody is admiring you and they want what you have and they're jealous. And you're doing your very, very, very best to stay secure and solid in the things that you have in your relationships, in whatever it is that they might envy. You're doing your very, very best to stay, full of integrity and full of, I own this type of energy, but yet it's like, here comes competition, more competition, more competition. So it's probably a good time now for Neptune retrograding to show you the reality of the situation a bit better, so you don't feel so insecure about people who are trying to take something from you. I hope that makes sense. You just know this, Gemini. From last month to this month, somebody is trying to compete with you, and you are still holding your ground. So you're still holding it. So don't fear that. And this is a great successful month for you. So it's all going to be good for you no matter what you're doing. But when it comes to love, there are big questions that only you can answer. Please, unless you really know what you're doing, don't get involved with somebody who would be considered dangerous. Even if they look sweet and gentle on the outside, they may not be in reality. You keep digging and digging, hoping to find the little heart of gold, and you're just finding more shit, and you go, well, maybe if I keep digging a bit further, I'll eventually find that heart of gold. You're not going to find it with whoever this is, and your intuition is screaming at you the same thing, and hopefully you will choose to keep your wonderful beauty and integrity and avoid, I'm talking about competition. I had automatically assumed that the competition is coming from others, which I think is happening too. People admire what you're doing and they admire your lifestyle, your life, and they want to copy it or emulate it in some way. Like, what was that movie? The single white female, or if you're a male, single white male. There's a little bit of that energy kind of going on. But also even with your partner, you might be surprised this month to find that even they are a little bit envious of you this month. And I'm sorry to talk about that in this month. But let's say that this is something that's more subtle happening, but you still need to pay great attention to. Because generally, Gemini, overall, this is a fantastic month and it's full of happiness and joy and optimism. You're feeling good, but it seems the people around you aren't feeling so good, and something isn't right with people around you, and you need to either step away from that so that you can balance it, or try to find a new love or new people in your inner circle that support you as you're trying to stay grounded, stay solid, and stay secure. By the way, Gemini, don't sweat it. Your intuition will help you with this anyway. No matter what I say or the cards say, follow your gut. Follow your gut. You see, this is the first big test. You know that your gut and your intuition is heightened. use this month and probably stuff that happened mid-May as a little test to see how much you trust this intuition that's now barking at you. You know, follow it, follow it, follow your intuition, my beauty. And in the meantime, follow all the birthday presents and all the birthday cakes and all the fabulous things that are going to happen to you. And oh, for those of you that work in social media, or for those of you that speak with large groups of people, or things where you're communicating an idea with people, that, I forgot to say, is going to be a huge success, and it's going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's another nice birthday present from the cosmos to you. And I'm going to leave it at that, Gemini. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful birthday, and I hope you're spoiled rotten. And I will leave you with a big birthday kiss. Mwah! I love you so much, Gemini, and I'll see you next month.